Hi, so you've just turned on your laptop and this is the error that you see on the display, that no bootable device found and you need to press a certain key to restart. And even after starting the laptop, you still don't see any bootable device. So this is how you go about it. First and foremost, you have to restart the laptop. So for my scenario, I'm going to use Control Alt and Delete to restart it. Then we get to the BIOS. And in most of the cases, this fix normally works for you. And you can do this at home. So you press Ctrl Alt and then before it turns on, you press continuously on the F10 key to get to the BIOS. This is for HP. And if it's Dell, use the F2 button to get to the BIOS. Now, once you're in the BIOS, as you can see right here, this is for HP. Navigate to where we have the boot options. Look for you have the boot options on the boot menu, anything to do with boot. Then for our case here, I'll navigate down, scroll down to where we have boot mode. And as you can see here, we have two options. We have legacy option, three options that is, and we have UEFI hybrid and UEFI native. So switch it from the first one that it was, that is from the legacy to UEFI now, and then press on F10 to save the changes. Then you'll start. So you can see now change it from legacy to the second one, then save it. Use the F10 key to save your changes. F10 key, see, for HP. If it is Dell, I just scroll down to where you have apply settings and then save the changes. Now restart the laptop and see if that works for you. Now let's give it time for a case. Give it a bit of time, and now you see here we have express boot options. The options that are there, if you try them out, you see there's nothing that is appearing, and it seems like you're going back to the same error. So what you have to do once again is boot it on again, get to the BIOS, and then change the boot options again. Try them. If those options do not work for you, now you'll go to the next step that will definitely work for you 100%. Turn off the laptop. Then if you can access the internals, remove the battery first. Then after removing the battery, try and access the storage device. Now for our case, you can see we have the SSD, the black one, just towards the left hand side. And now I'm going to remove the battery. The criteria for removing the battery might be different from this laptop and to the laptop that you're using, so it's different. Just ensure that you remove the battery first, disconnect it before accessing any internal parts of the laptop. Now that the battery is out, we have our storage here, and you can see it's quite loose. It seems like it's very loose in nature. You can see how it pops out easily. And now what we're going to do next is, you can see beneath it here we had a black tape, double-sided tape, and now we'll replace it with a white one there. That is adhesive one. That is a bit stronger, and I'm going to put it back. Ensure that it has clipped right in tightly. Then ensure that the grip is quite proper so that it doesn't slide off. And you can see how the grip is strong. Now, after that, put back the battery. Ensure that the battery has holding in the right place and it's tight, well placed. Then finally, let's now try turning it on. And just after turning it on, I'll go to the BIOS and check the boot mode that the laptop is currently in, so that if this doesn't work, I'll change it to the other boot mode. And now we had a small error here with the BIOS update. This one you just have to press on the escape to stop BIOS updating from online. You won't necessarily see this on your side. And now we are at the BIOS. Then once again, I go to the boot menu, and right over here, have a keen look at the boot selection we have. You can see it's under the UEFI mode, not the legacy. It's under the second one. So save it right over there and press on enter. Let's start the machine. Give it some time to boot. And let's see what happens. Now we have different boot options here. You see ours is the first one, and the OS boot manager finally shows up, and now you can see the laptop is booting normally. quite as simple as that. You don't have to panic. Just follow through these steps. Ensure you don't forget either of these steps, and you can see the laptop was booted on, and you can now access all your files. I'll try restarting it again to see if we experience the same error. And now I just had to come here to disable the BIOS upgrade through the network whenever it boots up, so that I don't have to press escape every time. And again, I'll save the changes. And now it's restarting. Let's see what happens. And boom, you can see it's working properly, and now we are loading our windows and you can be able to access our files. Now, one thing that I must point out is if these options do not work for you, if you've tried resetting the hard disk, if you've tried changing the BIOS boot mode from UEFI to legacy and it still doesn't work, then there's a high possibility that your hard disk is dead and you need to replace it, or maybe even your Windows has probably completely crashed and you need to install one. But the highest chance is that your hard disk is dead and you need to replace the hard disk. Don't panic, because the laptop is still functioning properly, and that's why you're getting the error. The motherboard is not dead, everything else is working, it's only the hard disk that is affected. I did some restart again just to confirm that everything is fine for the third time, and you can see I gave it time and it's still booting up. So that means we've been able to solve this issue. And if you found this video helpful and useful to you, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to save it for future reference, and don't forget to share it with your friends, because at some point you're going to find it so handy. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and leave a comment to let me know if this particular video actually helped you.